Good morning, students. Welcome back to the science class. In the previous class, we have learned about matter and states of matter. Once let us recall it. What is matter? Matter is anything that has weight and occupies space. And what is matter made up of? Matter is made up of atoms and molecules. What are the states of matter? Solid, liquid and gas are the three states of matter. Solids have definite shape and definite volume, and the intermolecular space is very less, whereas liquids have no definite shape and have definite volume, and the intermolecular space is more than the solids. And coming to gases, gases have no definite shape and no definite volume, and the intermolecular space is large. In the previous class, we have also learned that living and non-living things which have weight and occupies space are made up of matter. Yes, children, and you all know about light, how it is useful to us and how it is important to us in our daily life. Okay, now tell me, is light a matter? Light is not a matter as it has no weight and does not occupy any space. If light occupies space means we cannot live on the earth, as the light of the sun only occupies the whole space on the earth. So there won't be any place for us to live. Understood, children? Heat, fire and sound are some more examples of non-matter which have no weight and does not occupy any space. Now let us learn about change of states. Different things around us exist as solids, liquids and gases. However, many of these show change of state on heating or on cooling. All matter can be changed from one state to another state on heating or on cooling. There are different processes to change the state of matter. They are melting, boiling, condensation and freezing. See this image, children. It shows the different process of changing matter from one state to another state. Here, water in the liquid form on cooling, that is, by the process of freezing, changes into ice. That is, the liquid state is changed into solid state by the process of freezing. And this ice on heating, that is, by the process of melting, again changes into water. And again on heating, that is, by the process of boiling, this water evaporates into steam, which is the gaseous state. And again this water vapor on cooling, that is, by the process of condensation, is changed into a liquid form, water. By this example, what did you understand, children? We understood that water can exist in all the three states, that is, solid, liquid and gas, either by cooling or by heating. Now, let us learn in detail about the process of changing of matter from one state to another state. First process is melting. When solids are heated, their molecules start to move around. When these molecules start moving around, there is more space between the molecules. So the solid melts into liquid. This process of changing a solid into liquid on heating is called melting. For example, ice cube which is in the solid state on melting changes into liquid form water. And one more example, gold on melting at a high temperature changes into liquid. Melting of steel, melting of sugar, melting of mercury are some more examples. And next process is boiling. When a liquid is heated, the spaces between molecules increase till the liquid finally changes into gas. This process of changing a liquid into a gas on heating is called boiling. Example, boiling of water at 100 degrees Celsius changes into a steam. The bubbles that form in the water while boiling contain the vapor phase of water, which is a steam. And the next process is condensation. When gas is cooled, the molecules move close together and turn into liquid again. This process of changing a gas into liquid on cooling is called condensation. Example, clouds are formed by condensation. Warmer air comes into contact with cooler dust particles and the vapor deposits into a liquid on that particles forming clouds. Next example, dew forms in the morning on leaves and grass because the warmer air deposits water molecules on the cool leaves. And the next process is freezing. When the liquid is cooled, the molecules move close together and turn into the solid. This process of changing a liquid into solid on cooling is called freezing. What is the example of freezing? Water on freezing changes into ice. One more example, children. On freezing, carbon dioxide gas turns into a solid form, which is called dry ice. And now, let us know about solutions. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. That means the substances in the mixture are evenly distributed. A solution can be liquid, solid, or gases. A solution consists of a solute and a solvent. The components that dissolve the other component is called the solvent. The solute is the substance that is dissolved in the solvent. The ability of solute to dissolve in a solvent and form a solution is its solubility. For example, sugar mixes in water to give sugar solution. Here, sugar is solute and water is a solvent. And the sugar solution that we get after dissolving a solute into a solvent is called solution. Sugar plus water gives sugar solution. That is, solute plus solvent gives solution. Stirring and heating increases the rate of solubility. For example, sugar crystals dissolve faster in hot water than in cold water. Generally, dissolving a solid in a liquid does not increase its volume because The molecules of the solute occupy the space between the molecules of the solvent. Let us take one more example for solutions. By mixing salt to water, we get salt water. That means salt plus water gives salt water. Here, salt is the solute and water is the solvent, and the salt water is the solution. Remember children, in solution, solvent is present in major proportion compared to the solute. That means the amount of solute is lesser than the solvent. Understood children about change of states and about solutions? Okay, we have completed the lesson matter. Note down today's assignment. Write 3 properties each of solids, liquids and gases. Okay children, thank you. Stay home and stay safe.